Hi everyone, welcome to ABCD Index Wall program. My name is Tushar Bobde and it is my great honor and pleasure to introduce Dr. Sanjay Raut, who obtained his PhD in Managerial Economics and Law from Magad University. He do have many degrees and certification in masters and doctorate formats. He has a great work experience of more than 17 years at different positions of Chancellor, Professor, CEO, Project Manager, Researcher, Reviewer, etc. He is awarded for Top 50 Global Data and Security Future Thought Leader by Thinkers 360, Startup Mentor from Startup World. He is an active member in many organizations too. He is currently working as Chancellor at Maha University. He published various research articles and books in many indexing platforms. However, today we are here to learn from his life journey, Dr. Sanjay Raut's outstanding talents as a professor and mentor. This interview is an opportunity for us to explore Dr. Sanjay Raut's strengths, skills, and values. So, welcome, Dr. Sanjay Raut, sir.
Thank you so much, Tushar, and very welcome to all of the respondent audience, those who are viewing this interview, and appreciated to all of the team members of the ABCD Index to be the part of the this interview specifically to share my thought process among the public.
Okay, sir. So, let's start this journey from your family.
So,
Can you tell me about your family background, sir?
uh, my family root is from Odisha, one of the eastern part of India states,
Okay.
and uh, the families belongs to like mixture of services along with the farming. Okay, like a middle family, we have started, and we have been rooted to like the center part of the eastern India, like Odisha, center part of the Odisha,
Yes.
and I'm the elder one in the family specifically
Okay.
yeah, in my entire family to career in the journey or specifically other aspects also.
Okay. So, what are some ways you spend quality time with your family despite your busy schedule?
So I have proportionated my life when I started my career initially
Okay.
that was very difficult for me to spend times. Okay, at that time also there was no populations of smartphone and the video call applications
Yes,
and all.
yes.
But after that, after working more than a decade, I thought that life is a balancement between your families and your values and your growth. So I work like if a prospect of 12 months, I work hardly 8 to 9 months, and 3 months is for me. Like whether I want to
Okay.
travel or whether I want to spend my family. I just like dissected my work structure according to that.
Okay, sir. So, how has being a parent influenced your teaching or research?
A lot, because basically every people, those mostly those from Asias, they have a learning curve that the parent are the you can say the root teachers of their lives, and they influence morely because every parent want their child to be morely adaptable for the future opportunities, future growth, and future scalabilities. Okay, so they influence a lot regarding various aspects. It's not like education's other aspects of also your deep interest, which implicated in your future as a persona. Okay, they have influences a lot. Every parents.
Okay, sir. So, let's move this discussion to your school and college life, sir. So, what did you enjoy most about your time in school and college?
It's one of you can say beautiness of like if I say I'll be live up to 80 to 90 years of age. So that the age between 10 to 15 years initial year was very creamy years where you know about the bondings, you don't have any fear, time schedules, you are living in a different realm. You are living in a different charms of life. Okay. So, like a person who don't have anything else, specifically fixed in his schedule, and secondly, enjoy his life, enjoy every portion of the minute of the day. So that was all about school and college life, and that was very good. And it is a learning phase, and I learned from that initiative also, because life is it's
Okay.
not like very positive or very negative. Life is up and down phase. You have to learn in every aspect. So that was for me in my school and college life.
Okay, sir. So, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced during your time in school and college?
Uh, Specifically, I was when I started in my schools. Basically, I was not. I was shy in nature. Okay, I
Okay.
rarely we can interact. Okay, and I rarely participated in events. Okay, and that's make me like in other situations. Okay, even if parents think that maybe this child will what will be happening for him in the future if this nature will be continuous. It was until up to the college years also. I was very shy, especially through the participations or try to affluent and speaking freely to people. That was not happening in between my school and college life. But gradually, as I told you that the systems and times make you more impactful in your life, and
Yes.
that maybe if I was very talkative or very participatory in the school and college life, may not be it will be implicated me now. So it is like a pros and cons in the life, whether whatever the implications you learn from your childhood, that will be refined and developed in your like the age level of your life.
Okay. Okay. That is great, sir. While you are studying, who was your favorite teacher or professor and why?
There are various peoples, specifically on the teaching levels, uh, since from schools to colleges to universities level and all. I respect every peoples because every persona has impacted our life. I think that there is no singularity to any professors or any teachers who are impacted. All peoples are impacted in every corners of my life development. If I say about my life, because one thing I always remember that I learn from everybody. My thought process is that every day what I study and what I learn, that is my prospects area, even till now until every day I have make a like in say na 24 hours. I will work this hour, I will learn this hour, I will read these hours. So everything is like a teacher for me because I always love to learn more things.
Okay. Overall, can you tell me how was your college life?
College life was uh, there's two phases. Okay, initially period,
Okay.
pre-college and post-college, PG college and pre-college. Pre-college life was I was not very as I told in education matter I was very good, but in specifically communications and other participatory matter I was not very good. And in the school you can say na, plus two level or inter levels I'm saying about. But when I enter to PG levels, okay, then the life gradually changes. Okay, and I
Okay.
morely into participatory, morely into like speaking things, morely into it's very personative for the PG's area, the higher studies areas, and it was a very good memories for me, along with spending times with the projects with the professors, spending time with the friends, and spending time with all the activities which I have done specifically on this area.
Okay. So in your college life, you are a hosteler or a day scholar?
And there are two phases. I told you that inter I was a day schooler and the PG I
Okay.
was a hosteler.
Okay. In whole of your college, you are basically non-social kind of person.
Yeah, in the inter phase I was not. When I was day scholar, I was not very social kind of person. But in the PG levels, it's merged me more into social kind of person.
Okay, that is great, sir. So what is one thing that you wish you had done differently during your time in school or college?
Uh, I was because things already been passed. Okay, But
Yes, yes,
if I got a opportunities at that time, so I just want to, because I have seen a lot of students, a lot of my friends also at that time, because the infrastructures, you can say the curriculums and other parts also at that time was not developed. Okay, not
yes,
developed means that was the traditional phases, non-technical phases at that time. So if I was like, you can say, influenced by some of, like, nowadays people are seeing the super comic Hollywood movies and all, they're going to time dimensions and all. If
yes,
that was possible, then it could help out to create more intelligence if we could revamp the specifically the spheres of technologies and merging into the talent, because on that age, uh, children of schools or my mates, they are mostly focused into the study.
yes,
They don't have any other adequacy like involving in social paradigms, and they're mostly into offline modes at that time. Nowadays, a lot of things are happening, but at that time, most things are happening offline modes. So if
yes,
that
yes.
was happening at that time, maybe more output can become, but things are okay.
Okay. You have really great education, sir. Let us give me permission to know more about your research and career
Sure,
journey.
sure.
So, can you tell me, sir, how do you balance your coursework, research, and other responsibilities as a PhD student?
So at that time when I was a PhD students, so there are a lot of activities specifically because my area of work was with management, economics, and law. Okay, so it was a field where you have to merge from the, you can say, practical fields. Okay, so my project, so with the due permission of my guides, I work for some years for industries because on that duration with my department and all, to learn more aspects about my thesis, specifically on the law and management and economics aspects on the various funnels in the industries. And
Okay.
I got all my objectives according to the departments and my professor guidance, and I proceed my careers. It's take me a long time because like to creating both qualitative and quantitative methods of research study on the aspects, because research is a different thing and the corporate has a different norms. Okay, so we have to be balance the initiative things between two departments and create the solutions. Okay, and that was very good. And those work areas also help me, like managers or at that time researchers, those who are help me out in the initiative, and also my department also helped me out regarding merging the questions, because I mostly believe the ethnography research means your own involvement in the practical field of research. So I do that, and I am very appreciated to my guides and all the people those who have helped me out, especially to balance all the things. Okay,
Okay.
at that period.
Okay. So, how has your PhD program influenced your career goals? Can you tell me about that, sir?
PhD program has influenced me career a lot. Every program mostly, but after PhD program, I was more into research and developments. Okay,
Okay.
because my PhD is not related to a single subject. Subjects integrated and interdisciplinary with three and more areas. Okay, so
Yes.
after that, I mostly work on the futuristic technologies on various geographical projects by working on their advisory and consulting parts as a policy head or some various, because I always love to work more initiatives which can have a solutions, maybe to the organization, maybe to the society, maybe to any part of the uh, globe. So that on the merge of working for 3 to 4 years on the research areas of the PhD influenced me a lot and create one of the more additional hobby in my life to make me passionate to learn more and contribute more.
Oh, okay, sir. What advice would you give to someone who is considering pursuing a PhD?
PhD, there are two things. In
Okay.
traditionally nowadays, people thinking that offering PhDs only for maybe some in education, or maybe some professorship or teaching allied things, or maybe some of things like the personas. But it is out of different things. You have to understand that if you are passionate into research, if you are passionate into solution maker, the area is very broad.
Okay.
The area is very broad. And I like you have your own boat and own stand, and you are in the mid of the river. Whether you want to scroll down to reach your destinations, or whether you want to scroll down to big future areas, that is up to you. But it is very broad.
Okay. Okay, sir. Uh, Apart from that, sir, what do you expect from an ABCD index like platforms to help PhD scholars, researchers who are working these days?
ABCD index is one of the initiators specifically help out the researcher, you can say, on the reviewers and other community members, those who are involving in research and development. Itself, it's an ecosystem. It's not like a specific organization. It's an
Yes,
ecosystem
yes,
which is combined to creating research solutions for the future generations along with the current work process. And they is doing very great. Like we can't expect a tree to be 100 feet in one day. Okay, the tree will be 100 feet with some days, and we
yes.
need to be support the trees also. That is the fact I want to say.
From our side, we are working on it, sir. Like now, it is not that big platform, but from our side, we are working on it.
Yeah, it will be.
Yes, thank you,
It
sir.
will be so.
So, can we go on with some general questions, sir, to know more about
Sure,
your visions and thoughts?
sure,
Okay, sir.
sure.
So, outside of your career, what do you enjoy doing the most? Like hobbies or passions?
I lot of things, but mostly I prefer to be traveling to new
Okay,
destinations. New destinations means I love to nature called destinations,
okay,
meditations, cooking, and writing something else, uh, like influencing people, not like other on the beaches, but I love to connect more into the nature-based peoples, those where communications or technology can't be accessible. I spend couple of times with them, and I try to, because it's not like you are helping, it is your responsibility. What you gain, you have to at least circulate something else to the people. Okay, it's not like some monetary funds or something else. It's a donations of knowledge. As in
oh,
all partner, we are giving food donations. So at least you donate something else every day to people, some initiative. So these
that
are
is
some
that
of
is
few hobbies.
really, really great thought you have, sir, to know more about our nature and to spend time there will obviously increase in our experiences as how we see the perspective of life.
Absolutely.
Yes. So can you tell me what are some major milestones or accomplishments you have achieved in your career?
Uh, there are a lot of, you can say, indexes
Can you list one or
specifically
two
which I
of them?
did. But successfully, currently I also associated with one of the Japanese companies, those who are working on specifically greenfield energies and research and innovations. I work for them, especially on the advisory sales for Europe, Canada, and specifically Gulf and other part of the countries. Edition awards, you know that Thomas Editions, they have their own award journals specifically for the innovators and thinkers, all part of the world. And from 2022 for 2023, I was a jury of that for the
Great.
reviewing of innovations. And there are a lot of, and one of the organization from Italy, they have we have a doctors community, medical practitioner community, and also okay, because I belong to also the medical terminology of practices and all. So being world's top funded doctors, specifically on the parapsychology and psychology and psychiatric terms and all. So there are a lot of avenues. These are like I always believe that it's appreciation, okay, but I love to learn more. And if you see that I am in every index. I love to work on different, like I work on AI, I work on mobilities, I work on policies, I work on NLP and supercomputers. There are a lot of things
Great, sir.
which I always prefer to be works. Why to work? At least because there is a word called research. If
Yes,
I am not searching something else, then how could other person be research it?
this shows that you have a dynamic personality, sir.
Thank you, to sir. And I at least I have a vision is that like a do like if I'll be living like it's not a philosophical thought. If I live at least 80 years, try to live only myself, try not to donate this energy because since our ancient technology, why we are losing that? Because people confine the knowledges between themselves also. They are traditionally
yes,
going from yeah. So if knowledge is a free thing. It's a gift thing, which is like you are nowadays open AI technology, but this is the human AI technology, which is far you can say there is no limitation on that. So
yes, yes,
why only constant this knowledge with the personas and all? Why not to contribute it there? If I belongs to any of the recognized institutions, maybe in the top, you know that I'm a part of various organizations throughout the world, and I'm very happy to be part of Ivy Leagues. All universities, I was a part of that. But one thing is that it's a recognition. But what about I give a output to the people? What about I create some solution to the community or people? So that is the major aspects. What I believe in my persona always. Maybe I'm a day scholar or something else. Maybe I'm a high, very good in medical terminology. But what about if I am not contributing to the people's growth and people's community? So that is the aspects which make me out to balance the life. I learn and donate these things to people.
that is really great of you, sir. So you believe in contributing to human society, basically.
Yes,
Okay, sir.
yes.
So how do you stay current and informed in your field?
In 365 days, mostly I travel near about 180 or 200 days. Okay, throughout
Okay,
India, also outside India, various projects. You can say every second, if I do channelizing myself, I occupied with lot of stuff per day. Okay, but try to be balance all the things because if I take any project, it's my responsibility to wind up all the things. And there are a lot of projects are like I involved gradually. So I have to manage schedules, I have to travel my itineraries and all. And some of my like staffs and all, they also managed to help me out regarding all the itineraries and all. I'm very happy to balance all the things because when you work with your interest area, when you work with your your passionate areas, then
yes,
there is no bounded or something else for you, I believe.
yes, yes. So you really enjoy your stuff, what you are doing.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Can you tell me about, sir, what do people can learn from your life journey?
Ideate, create, and inspire. These three things.
Okay.
I just want to give message to people. Ideate because it's a supercomputer you have already in your like body. Create,
Yeah.
don't make it prototype. Create it and make inspiration.
Okay, sir. So how do you see yourself in next 10 years?
I want to see myself uh, more persona of Sanjay specifically in the community. Okay, because I don't want to. I am these questions I replicated is that I want to see more people like me in the community in the 10
Okay.
years if I could create. So that could help out to receive more 10 peoples to specifically to creating, strengthening the research development initiative for the futuristic approaches and all.
Okay.
And regarding growth and all, that is the other part because every day we are creating growth. But in the next 10 years, I want to create some persona. The research is like job is a research, that is a different thing. Passion is a research, like a different thing. So if 10 years I could create some of the more passionate people with all that, that will be great initiative for me.
Okay. Okay. Great, sir. So now we are in the rapid fire question section of this session, sir. So
Sure,
shall I start,
sure,
sir?
sure.
So what word do you hate hearing?
Politics.
Okay, you are not into that, sir. Okay.
No.
What is your favorite food?
Uh, Vegan.
Okay, vegan food you prefer. What is your favorite movie genre?
There are a lot of movies I inspire.
Can you
It
tell anyone?
include so there are traditional movies also because there are a lot of things in my mind. So to
Yes,
specifically, but one movie I was forget the name of that movie. That was a Hollywood movie. Specifically, inspire you how in the tough situations also you have to cool your mind. Okay, so that it will be replicated your visions in the futures. That was some science fiction movie. I forget the name. There are a lot of movies because everything else, what you see, movies are like you can say influencer to you. What you
yes,
see, what you perceive that is about to you. Whether you perceive positive or negative, that is up to you.
yes, yes. Okay, so what were you afraid of as a child?
I was very shy in the child zone. I was very shy and nervous to talk with people in that moment. And I prefer that because it is a part where because every parents they know in India whether it be outside they want their child to be robust, more intelligent because
Yes,
already every child is blessed. Already every child is blessed, but they need to be a different tactical, you can say, caring and believing systems with the age of 10 years. Okay, so that they can be create some person.
so can you tell me about what is the stupidest dare you ever agreed to?
I was not very well in the call, specifically when I was in the hostel at times. Okay,
Yes.
my teammates want me to cook some foods like party foods and all. I was
Okay.
agreed, but I was not. I was a very bad cook because I don't know
Okay.
spices, persona, how to add spices and all. So
Okay.
if I take a challenges, it's my always my hobby that if I take something else, then I will finish it off. I'll do
Okay.
that, and they agree with me. But I told them, you know that I am not a very good cook, but if you give me a
Yes.
challenge to cook, I do my things. But whether it is bad or good, there is no issue on that. But if I take, I'll do that.
Okay. Okay. So, have you ever written any song or poem or letter for anybody?
I've written some of short stories.
Okay.
Uh, uh, it to up to the age of now, I have crossed 600 books.
Okay.
Up to this age of now, I have crossed 600 books, uh, and some few books are on thought processes, on short stories, influencing stories, very lesson points. Because you know that like, if you are working on different domains, okay, if you are in the media domains, then you have a connections with sounds and you have connections with all. But in the future, specifically when I'll be crossing some of the age like 5 and 6, I try to give it more depth into poems and songs because currently I'm working on the one of the research on the soundology part, sound frequencies. Okay,
Okay.
and gradually learning that, then I'll be creating some of the resonant on that. So I'll be love to write on the poems and other aspects by the
Okay.
when the
So
time of the
you have said that you have written up to 600 books. That is really great number, sir.
I tried because the persona is it's not like a big number or whatever the achievements. I never recall on that. Every day I have some entitlement to learn and specifically to research and to write. Okay, why to write? At least some people will be it will be help them out to create solutions. It's not like to be a bestseller or it's not like to be something else. If I was thinking, then I should be focused on the 5 to 10 books of my life. Why should I proceed more? And also working on the various some of the amazing topics which will be nearly released soon. But happy that all of the people, those who encourages me to write down the things. Why I cross it. So it's not me. It's about the people.
Okay. So thank you for this wonderful session, sir. Sir, any suggestion you want to give to us as an ABCD index?
ABCD in the, as I told you that the tree is there. Okay.
Yes.
You need a captive solution in the sense because research have their different protocols. If you are going for the educational research, they have a different protocols. If you are going industrial research, they have a different protocols. As currently technology also merging along with the research protocols also they have a different expora. So create a like abide with the solutions, create an ecosystem. So I am pretty sure that it will be creating the ecosystem so that it will be help more out to creating ABCD index is not known in the future as only it is a journal or it is a research organization only for the researcher or PG students, but it should be a quest in the mind to all people in the sense no, there is no age and gender. Means research means ABCD. What we learn from our
We,
life. First letter is ABCD. First
yes,
is
sir.
ABCD. What we have learned. So research means whenever we are going to any research, then this word could be coming in the mind of the thought process of every people. So that
Yes,
wish
sir.
and aspiration I have as a researcher from the ABCD.
We have chapters for people to join, sir, where they can talk and share their information on our website, sir. And
Sure,
thank you for
sure.
all your wishes and suggestions, sir.
Thank you so much.
Near the
Thank you.
end of our talk, we hope that our viewers will find this interview informative, engaging, and productive. Before we end, I would like to express my sincere appreciations and to all of you who generously helped us make this session come together to become a success.
Thank you.
We couldn't have done it without you, sir.
Thank you, Tushar. Thank you, all the
Thank
team
you,
member
sir.
of ABCD Index. Best wishes